To hear this if you're a history buff. Tonight we're talking about Burkina Faso, a country in West Africa that's been making some serious power moves lately. For decades, Burkina Faso was under the thumb of France, even after they supposedly got their independence back in 1960. It's like that friend who borrows money and never pays it back, except in this case, France was borrowing resources, land, and basically Burkina Faso's future. France treated Burkina Faso like its own personal piggy bank, taking all the good stuff, gold, uranium, you name it, and leaving the people with empty pockets and a whole lot of problems. They controlled the economy, they controlled the government, they even controlled what language people spoke in schools. Imagine living in a country where you're told you're free, but you can't even control your own destiny. That's what life was like for generations of people in Burkina Faso. But now, things are changing. Enter Ibrahim Traoré, a young military captain who's not afraid to speak truth to power. He's calling out France for what they've done, calling it economic slavery. And you know what? He's not wrong. France has been making bank off of Burkina Faso for years, while the people struggle to put food on the table. Traoré sees this injustice and he's done with it. He's like, yo, France, you had your fun, now it's time to pay back what you owe. And he's not just talking about money, he's talking about respect, about dignity, about Burkina Faso finally taking its rightful place in the world. Now some people might say, hold up Trevor, isn't this guy who came to power in a coup, how is that good? And look, I get it, coups are never ideal. But sometimes when a system is so broken, when the people have been ignored for so long, something has to give. Traoré came to power promising to fight terrorism, clean up corruption, and put Burkina Faso first. And you know what? People believe him. They see him as a symbol of hope, a leader who's finally willing to stand up for them. Section 4. Cutting the cord, expelling French troops and seeking new allies. One of the first things Traoré did was kick out the French troops who'd been stationed in Burkina Faso for years. Now, France acted like they were doing Burkina Faso a favor, protecting them from terrorists. But let's be real, they were mostly there to protect their own interests, making sure those resources kept flowing back to France. Traoré's like, nah, we got this. He's seeking out new alliances, looking for partnerships that are based on mutual respect, not exploitation. He's reaching out to other African countries saying, hey, we're in this together. Let's build a better future for ourselves, without relying on our former colonizers. Section 5. A turning tide. Burkina Faso's impact on Africa. What's happening in Burkina Faso is bigger than just one country. It's part of a larger movement across Africa, a movement of people rising up and saying, enough is enough. They're tired of being exploited, tired of being told what to do by outside powers. Burkina Faso is like that first domino to fall, and now, other countries are starting to take notice. They're seeing that it's possible to break free from the chains of colonialism, to chart their own course. And that, my friends, is a beautiful thing. Will it be easy? Hell no. There will be challenges, setbacks, maybe even more turmoil. But one thing's for sure. Burkina Faso is writing its own story now and the world is watching. And who knows, maybe, just maybe, this is the start of a new chapter for Africa, one where they finally get to control their own destiny. Join the movement for a free and independent Africa. Share this video, spread the word, and stand with Burkina Faso in their fight for justice and dignity. Together, we can make a difference.